Hello everyone, Paris of Crochet Flow back here with another quick short video. I would like to show a quick trick I've learned about when making the ladybug. Instead of adding on top the black patches, I'm carrying the yarn under. So as you can see, this is the wrong side of the ladybug, the top part, and this is the right side. And like you can see, I'm carrying the yarn under and making the patches on as I go. I'm going to show you, I've already started this next patch here, so I'm hopefully gonna show this in 2 patches, and I will attach to the video when I share this as a finished object. So as you can see, I'm making this in single crochets, and I'm carrying my black yarn in between so that it's getting trapped within my stitches. So I'm doing my single crochets over the black yarn and carrying it under. So there you are, it's in there. And then when I get to my next patch, I carry my red yarn. Sorry, I moved out of focus there. So when I get to the black yarn, then I carry my red yarn under the black yarn. And because my black velvet yarn in this case is a little smaller than smaller yarn, it's less bulky, so I'm going to be doing 2 stitches in every stitch, so times 2, and I'm carrying my red yarn under. I'm going to do that again. So here is my red yarn, as you can see, and my black yarn. So I do my 2 single crochets in one stitch, and the next 2 single crochets in the next stitch. And now I'm gonna go back to using my red yarn. So my red yarn, like I said, is gonna be carried under the, being trapped in between the stitches so that you have it in the next patch. So here is my black yarn again. I don't know if you can see that, it's right there. And here's my red yarn. So now I'm back to using my red yarn, and I'm holding my black yarn. Make sure it's nice and tight so that it doesn't create bunches under. It might be tricky, it looks tricky to hold it, but you could just make over it and then pull it to tighten. Just ensure not to drop it, because then you need it for the upcoming patch right here. So I'll keep going and we can see how I do the next patch. So now I'm going to take my black yarn again, and I'm going to run my red yarn in between. Sorry, I should have taken the black yarn already there. So as you can see, the red yarn may just have a little bit, maybe a little bit visible, but that's okay. Now I'm changing back to my red yarn, and I'm going to carry my black yarn under there, trapping it in between again my single crochets of my red yarn, or whichever color you choose to use. This can apply when making any kind of color work that you would like to make. I believe this is how the mosaic crochet is done, but this is not necessarily mosaic. This is just me carrying the yarn under, and just so that I don't have to come and add patches on top of the red fabric once I'm done. So I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one more black patch so you can see. And as you can see, I've been carrying my red yarn underneath, so I haven't left it. It's under there, so I haven't left it anywhere, and it's not there's no running yarn across. So one more red patch in. Hopefully you get the idea, and you can make your own ladybug or any other animal with spots. There you are. I'm carrying now my red yarn under the black yarn. Sorry, this is a bit tangled there. So I'll do one more black stitch so you can see my yarn is in between, trapped between my stitches. There you are. And I kind of pull the red with my middle finger and my thumb to tighten it, and that's the last bit of the black. Now I'm going to trap the black again within the red. So I do my single crochets now with the black yarn trapped in between. Okay, there you are. I hope you get the idea. In case you have any questions, make a comment in the make a comment down below in the description, and I can always try and get back to you. But as you can see, the patches are nice and built in, for lack of a better way to say it, such that you don't have to come back and add the patches after you created the red garment. So there you go. Keep carrying the two strands of yarn across with whichever yarn you're working with, trapping the yarn that you're not working with. That way you keep interchanging them. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon in the next video, and I hope to show you this as soon as I have the finished object. Thank you again, and see you soon. Bye.